Incubus is your headliner. We've got Gavin Rossdale and Bush coming to perform for you. Eddie Kowalczyk and Live. Rich Patrick and Filter. Welshly Arms from Cleveland, Ohio. The Kaleidoscope Kid and Winona Fighter. A couple of bands that if you're not hip to them yet, you're going to dig them after you see them. BuzzardFest.com has got all the details for you. You can buy your tickets there. I think right now you can get 4 of them for $220, or you can win 2 of them from me. Want to join us next week for Buzzard Fest? Be caller 10. Good luck. We'll see you there. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Studies show that listening to classical music can temporarily raise your IQ.
I feel pretty smart.
If you're looking for the opposite effect, just stay tuned.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 W.
Romo Fijo. So if you want to go to that gig, that's where you'll do it.
I'm giving away a pair of floor seats at my show at East End.
Floor seats for Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, it's a contest. It's a
How'd
comedy
you score
contest. I bought them and I'm giving them away.
You bought floor seats for Dave Chappelle, and that's not true.
Yeah.
You bought floor seats for Dave Chappelle.
Tell him what you actually
which
did.
could not have been cheap, and you're going to give them away.
Yeah.
Tell him why.
Because I want to do something good for
Is that
people.
what it is? You're just out of the pure goodness of your heart.
No, I
being a
bought
nice
them and I was
guy.
like, all right, I'll hang on to these. And, you know, if you can resell them, I'll try and resell them. But you can't resell them, so I'm turning it into a comedy
Oh, you
contest.
did? So you basically...
He bought him to make money off of him, and now that he can't, he's acting like he's doing something nice.
Well, no, that's fine. He is doing something nice. That wasn't
I
his
am still-
intent, but
I
he
didn't-
is still
I didn't
doing...
intend on doing something nice.
Why aren't you going to use them?
Because I'm going to be in Cincinnati.
So you might as well have just set that money on fire.
Well, I mean, I'm sure I would have been able to find some. They're Chappelle tickets. I'm sure I could.
Why can't you resell them?
They don't have a resell option, and I'm sure I could resell them. But then I thought about it. We have a good scene here, and I think it'd be fun for one of the comics to win tickets. So we're gonna do a contest at East End on Wednesday, all through August, and the finals are gonna be on September 6th.
So this is going to be like a way for the audience to tell you, hey, this person was the funniest.
Yeah.
And then the person who wins that contest will get them.
Exactly.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
You know, for as long as Bill Squire has been...
Matt Rife's the front runner right now.
Does he do any crowd work? Because I'll tell you what, that's, for anybody who says
It's
Bill
a
Squire...
5-minute sets, so crowd work's tough to do in a 5-minute set. I want, prepared material. But there's going to be judges. There's going to crowd interaction or crowd reaction is going to be part of it. It's going to be, I want to make it as fair as possible and send the most deserving person to see Dave Chappelle.
And this is precisely why the Cleveland Comedy Awards has the Bill Squire Award.
Yes.
Is that going to continue? Who won the inaugural Bill Squire Award, by the way?
Mary, you presented it. Who won it?
I don't even remember. It wasn't a very memorable moment.
Didn't Bill Squire win the inaugural Bill
Did he?
Squire
I don't-
Award?
I did.
It feels
I did.
fixed,
Yeah.
but nevertheless, there's a reason for that because should you ever suggest that he doesn't give back to the community,
Even
there
if
it
it's because
is.
I messed up. But instead of still trying to sell those, I was like, you know what? This would be even better.
But you
It's
are
like $500 worth of tickets.
you are
too.
making lemonade out of those lemons.
Yeah.
Who's going to complain
Mary's got such a
about Dave
smug look on
Chappelle
her
today?
face.
I've got a smug look on my face because you're virtue signaling right now.
No, he's not. He's
yes,
still-
he did.
No, I did a dumb thing.
You bought these tickets so that you could turn them around
Yes,
and
I
make
did.
a profit.
Nevertheless,
I'm being
he is
honest
still,
about that.
He's still doing something nice.
Yes,
he
but
could,
okay,
but
so-
he could sell them. He
But
could
he
still
can't.
Yes, he
You
can.
just said they're not available for resale.
No,
You're
no.
not allowed to resell
But I
them.
could still-
You can absolutely resell them. There are plenty of places you could resell them.
Right.
There's probably a couple of avenues officially you're not allowed to, but he could absolutely. You know how 2023 works, right? I mean, you
Sure.
could resell floor seats for Dave Chappelle. Of
Okay.
course he could.
Okay.
He's not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
He's giving them away. Was his intention to flip them? Of course. He's a sneakerhead. He knows how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But he's not going to. But he could.
Okay. Okay.
Which week are you signing up for?
I'm not doing this.
You don't want to win the tickets?
I don't have any interest in that. And
You
also,
could sell them.
I'm in Richmond, Virginia that weekend.
Anywho, if you don't win them, You can win them from Rover. You don't win them from Bill, you win from Rover.
I don't know.
So we
Rover's
still
giving away floor
okay,
seats, though.
Hold on though. So we still
Not floor seats. Rover's going to put you up in row X, section 406,
Just
probably.
as close here.
Is the kind of tickets that we get here, yeah.
we applaud nice things if the
I'm
original
not asking for
intent.
applaud.
He was playing music and saying how great of a person you
He
were.
was making
and-
fun of me.
okay. Okay.
No, I'm actually not.
I don't think that he is the thing.
No, I'm not making fun of him because whatever your intention was,
That's what I'm saying.
you have pivoted. There's nothing wrong with buying something with plans to flip it. And it's what you're doing, Mary, is ha, 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 you got screwed on your plan. What I'm saying is he could still sell them. He could absolutely find somebody to buy those from him. He's not doing that. He's choosing to make lemonades out of those lemons.
Okay.
So if you're a comedian and you're listening, email booking@billsquire.com.
Now,
Get
if you're a
signed up.
comedian and not listening,
maybe
you're a loss because
Yeah.
you don't know what we're talking about right now.
But you can still go and cheer someone on and maybe be their plus one.
Why don't you sell them to Mary?
I don't want them.
You
She's
don't
gonna
want
be
them.
in
I'm going to be in Richmond.
I'll sell them to you right now for $1,000.
I don't want them. You couldn't sell them to me for $100. I'm not going to cancel my weekend to go to a Dave Chappelle
All
show.
right, $2,000
No.
right now.
Absolutely not. You're not
5,000.
good at this.
$5,000.
You're a worse gambler than I am.
This isn't a gamble. I'm not trying to sell them. Trying to give them away.
Could you do me a favor
when
when you're in Richmond?
Mhm.
That's about a half an hour from where I was born.
Okay.
Could you go to the Army hospital where I was born and see if the plaque is still there that recognizes me
Yes.
as the
There's a
largest
plaque?
baby ever born there?
What's the name of the hospital?
It used to be called Kenner Army Hospital. I don't know what it's called now. It's in Fort Lee,
Mattel.
Virginia.
Fort Lee, Virginia.
It's
Bought out.
Mattel Army Hospital.
Kenya. Wait, what was it called?
Yes, Kenya Army
Kenya
Hospital.
Army
No.
Hospital?
I think the hospital has a different name. When I was born, it was Kenner Army Hospital. I don't know what it's called now.
Okay. And I just go in and stop a random nurse or doctor and say,
yes.
do you know where the
Just look
Alan
for the
Cox
plaque.
plaque
Just
is?
say, do you know if the plaque is still there in the maternity ward that designates Alan Brandon Cox as being, as of 1971, the largest baby ever born at the Army Hospital?
Got it.
Because I was 13 pounds when I was born.
Okay. made
I
a
was an
note of
emergency C-section, and I was dead for a minute before they revived me. This is all borne out in the plaque.
it. Okay.
But it's a half an hour from Richmond. I'm asking you just as a solid. You don't have to do it. I know that, but during the day, most comics have a lot of time to kill when you're not performing, right?
Yeah.
You get up late, you have a breakfasty lunch,
bowl of cereal.
something.
Okay, I'll do that. And if there is, do you want me to, if it is still there, do you want me to remove it from the wall with a crowbar?
No, I want you to send me a photo.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I also got another milestone today.
Who does?
What?
Me.
Why do we have to celebrate you so much?
Celebrate me so much.
Why wouldn't we?
So much.
What did you do?
I crossed 100,000 views on Pure BS.
Oh, good.
You know, it's funny when people like jump all over me when I react to things, and you're like the worst.
I'm the worst right now. I'm always happy for people.
Yeah.
I'm in a mood, brother.
Why are you in such a mood?
I'm just in a mood.
Because of the termites?
No.
But yeah, 100,000
Congrats.
views.
That's really cool.
100,000 views on Pure BS. Very happy about that. So thank you to everybody that's watched it. And what is this?
These people will not
I
stop
thought it was-
clapping.
I thought they
Oh
were-
my God. They will just not. Oh. Hey, I have $1,000 for you. As promised, courtesy of the Buzzard bookie. Listen closely, and I hope you win. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Pay. That's pay. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Hey, Eddie,
Yes.
what's going on?
How you doing?
Hanging in there.
Good. I'm just trying to see about those tickets.
What tickets?
The Dave Chappelle tickets?
Huh?
The Dave Chappelle tickets?
Yes, sir.
Well, they're floor seats, so they're $800 a piece.
Yes, sir.
Well, he's not even flinching, Bill. You sure you want to go full tilt boogie on these on this contest
I already
you're
committed
doing?
on the contest.
Oh, this is just gonna.
I'm sure you can find some out there, though,
This
Eddie.
is just gonna stick it to him, Eddie.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Eddie doesn't.
How about
always
giving them to me?
Why would I do that?
Giving them to you. That's why I
Why
said
not?
they're
You wanna give 'em
$800
away
a piece.
Anyway?
No,
I
he
wanna
doesn't
give-
want to
I
give
wanna
them
them to
away.
one of the comedians in the city that I think will deserve them.
Well, hold up, Eddie. Are you funny?
I'm real funny.
Say something funny.
Not too funny though.
Not too. No
There
such
he
thing
is.
as too funny.
Nailed
You can
it.
never be too strong or too funny.
You can sign up and do a set, Eddie.
Yeah, sign up.
All the details
Sounds
are on my
great.
Facebook and my Instagram.
I'll have to check it out.
All right, sounds good, bud.
Imagine if Eddie went up and won the whole thing.
That'd be amazing.
It'd be great. Anyway, maybe Poundcake should do a set. It's not unprecedented. He could walk away with those Dave Chappelle floor tickets.
I haven't done a set in forever.
Let's have people come to the window and dress like Dave Chappelle, Bill.
There we
There
go.
you go.
I don't think you want that.
And it doesn't count unless you're in blackface.
I was gonna say.
That's right. Well, make sure you don't get canceled.
Good for you on 100,000, Bill. That's very exciting.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Boy, you
Now
really had to
it's-
drag it out of her, didn't you?
I didn't.
Really had to drag it out of
No,
her.
that's awesome.
Under duress. She's over here like with 3.2 million views. She's like, "Oh, Bill, that's great."
That's
It's
not,
not
a
on a
special, though.
My special is like
Oh.
42,000 views.
Oh god.
But that's very good, too.
good for you.
And your special's been out half as long as mine, so I think you will be in 3 or 4 months at that 100,000 goal that you wanted to get to.
Oh,
Now, what does
who
that do for
knows?
you? Make some money on that?
No,
I don't make money on anything.
it's negligible for how much I spent to make it.
But what I'm saying is, like, the goal is what?
The goal is to get people to come and see me.
The goal is to sell tickets.
Yeah,
I see.
So
That's,
it, the
that's,
more
that's what
views
all
you
this stuff
get,
is.
yes.
You're not monetizing the channel.
No.
Like the channel's
I see.
monetized, but it
But
doesn't.
it doesn't matter.
It's not making enough for me to be like, I guess I can just
Understood.
do this.
Live
now.
off my YouTube money.
Yeah.
It's all about conversion to
Yes,
ticket sales.
To ticket sales, and I got other events going on later this year,
Okay,
so we'll go that way.
well, for example, Mary, like your Matt Rife video, the one that has 3.3 million, how much would you make off of that?
None. $0. I
That-
don't make anything off of
Then
that.
why are people even content creators? If you can get 3.3 million views on a video
Well-
and then not get paid for it.
Because the point is hopefully of this 3.3 million views, like I said, I
I
got
know,
about
I-
5,000 followers.
I understand
if I can
that.
translate those 5,000 followers into ticket sales.
That's you. I understand your standpoint on that. I'm talking about people who like just make content, like they're
Well, 'cause there's other
TikTokers
people-
or whatever. How do they make money off of 3.3 million views on a video? That's a big deal.
So on TikTok and
Just TikTok now.
just TikTok, actually, they just brought a new one back for Facebook, but not. It's a weird one because it's not for reels and it's not for stories. So I can make money off of Facebook posts right now if people go and like and interact with posts that are long form videos or just
So you have
A-
to get
a
likes
picture
and
or something
interactions.
like
It's not
that.
even views anymore.
it's because they
It's
already
like
got people
shifting,
looking at
yeah.
that, so they want to get people back to looking at everything. They're doing anything they can to get you to stay on Facebook all day long. That's all they want.
Influencers, by the way, are being left out in the cold on this SAG-AFTRA thing because influencers were like, this is going to be great. All these like A-listers can't work now, so we're going to swoop in and we're going to just be printing money. Except SAG-AFTRA said, okay, well, if you do that, you'll never be able to get into SAG-AFTRA. So all of these influencers are having to cancel promo deals because of the SAG-AFTRA. Like, influencers are no doubt a big part of marketing now, but they also know they're going to get blackballed from the unions. And listen, let's not lie. Influencers still want to be traditional performers. They still want to be in movies. They still want to be in television. They still want to write and direct and all that stuff. They don't want to be on TikTok for the rest of their lives. So they're kind of in limbo right now because a lot of them were like, this is going to be great. These brands are going to have no choice but to come to us. And the unions are like, no, can't do that. because then we'll never get you into the WGA or SAG-AFTRA or whatever.
Well, that's what I said when this whole thing happened. I immediately was like, well, TikTokers are going to do it. You can make a movie with TikTokers. They think they're famous anyway.
Right.
And then they were like, no, you can't do that. But then it's like, well, if SAG isn't something you ever aspire to.
Yeah, but a lot of them do.
Yeah.
Because like I said, they still want to be on television and movies and things like that.
And you still have to get people.
Crew.
Yeah, you still have to get a crew that's going to help you do that too, and they're not going to
People.
cross. Yeah.
Yeah. What do they call them? Scabs? When you
Scabs,
cross-
yeah, you can't, yeah.
Or there's
Well,
like-
and that's another thing, too, is this studio A24, which is an independent studio, but makes very popular movies. They just have a really good run of making good movies. They figured it all out with SAG-AFTRA. So they signed a thing. And so actors will be able to work with A24. And so the thing is now is like A24, which is a pretty small comparatively, it's an independent studio. They have smaller budgets. Disney can't figure this out, but A24 can. How to sign with SAG-AFTRA? They should figure it all out now because they will eventually have to figure it out. So I don't know why, but nobody's budging right now. They should just go, look, that's why the governor out there, Gavin Newsom, he's going old school. And he's sitting down and going, all right, we're going to figure this out because entertainment business kind of important to the state's economy since LA is a company town. So let's get your shrimp together and figure this out because you're not going to be striking for the next 5 years. So sit down and figure it out now.
But the people aren't homeless yet. So the execs don't have any, they haven't done their...
Yeah, but I think that's
you know,
not...
they haven't gotten to their breaking point
They're
yet.
just going to leave
but
California.
they need to realize that that is not a winning strategy.
They don't care.
Yeah, they care.
They're not going to run out of money.
The entire right, but again, that's short-sighted. They're going to have I said this yesterday. They're going to have a great second and third quarter because they're not paying anybody now. But you can't do that in perpetuity. If you're a content company, you need content. You can't just give people stupid reality shows for the next 18 months. So I know that's what they want to do, but they need to figure out. You know, back in the day when like in Pennsylvania, you know, when the coal barons were fighting with the unions, the governor would come in and sit down and go, hey, figure this out or I'm going to start cracking heads because this is important to the economy. That's what Gavin Newsom is trying to do out there in California. So who knows how it's going to go, but you can't do it indefinitely. You can't. And so people are like, why can't Disney figure this out if A24 can figure this out? Because then it's not about, oh, we don't have any money. It's absolutely not that they don't have money. It's that they don't want to pay people for what they do. But they're going to have to figure it out.
I just wanted Cody, Alan, Poundcake, Helpful Brown to know that I have a pickup truck, and since everything he does is transactional, let that bitch move himself.
Wow, out of the blue, Poundcake. People
was
listening to yesterday's show and dropping me messages telling you they're not going to give you their pickup truck. It's so cruel. What's the point?
Because they're petty, but I don't care. Oof. It's not their job to do it. I
understand.
The last time I moved, and this is the only reason why I even thought of the idea anyways, was because the last time I moved, I was moving out of Gay Bay into my other friend's house, and I took a picture. I don't know, some of you guys may remember. I think it's probably still on my Instagram. I took a picture of the stuff in the U-Haul that was actually my stuff. And someone commented below, and they were like, oh, my God, I can't believe you got a U-Haul for that. You need a friend with a truck. So I was like, okay, next time I won't get a U-Haul, I'll ask a friend with a truck. And then now everyone's telling me to get a U-Haul. I'm like, guys, I'll get a U-Haul. Like, I was trying to move as cheap as possible because I literally only have 4 things. I didn't think it was worth it to get a U-Haul, but if I have no choice, I will.
Yeah.
I don't have really anybody to help me just because my mom's moving out and she's still tidying up her house and my brother can't because his leg. So I would still need an extra pair of hands anyways, but again, I'll drag myself up the stairs. I don't really care that much.
I remember moving one time. I moved a lot over the years. I remember one time when I was moving from one neighborhood in Chicago to another, I used a company called 2 Mexicans and a Truck.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. This would have been like, it was when I moved back, 06. 2 Mexicans and a truck. And you know who showed up?
2 Mexicans?
And a truck. Yeah.
As advertised.
As advertised. That's right. I think they were trying to grow their business because they had more than one truck. They started out small, but I bet they ended up with a lot more Mexicans and a lot more trucks. And it's real hard to be the competition for that. Because you're not going to hire Italian guys. You're not going to hire, I don't know what they're going to do. But anyway, that guy, I guess, felt compelled to tell you he's not going to give you his truck.
That's fine.
Nor did he leave his contact information. I've got to take a break. I'm going to have those tickets for you if you want to join us on Captain Fun's Floating Fandango. It's the return of the Alan Cox Show cruise with MMS and Bud Light. We're going to go out on the Nautica Queen on August the 26th. It's a Saturday afternoon, and I'll have passes for you after the break.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app. Rover's Morning Glory